Forget about understanding the mind of God. It seems God has just as much difficulty understanding the mind of humans. Case in point, the tragic story of Hagar. You see, when Abraham was about 80 years old, he didn't have an heir. He told God this, and God said, "Oh, you will," but didn't tell him why or how, and why he kept him childless for 80 years. As we all know, God sucks at communication. Sarah, Abraham's wife, suggested that he rape one of their Egyptian slaves. Maybe that's what God was referring to. So Abraham raped Hagar, and she got pregnant, which Sarah didn't like, even though it was her idea. And Abraham didn't want to deal with it, so he just said, "It was your slave, you can do whatever you want with her." So Sarah mistreated Hagar for being raped until Hagar ran away. Abraham and Sarah are very, very terrible people. And they seem to be the type of people that God prefers because he has no problem with it. In fact, he rewards them. He even chases down their runaway slave. I mean, not him, but an angel. He doesn't do a lot of cardio. The angel tells Hagar to go back to Sarah and submit to her. God has heard of your misery and apparently wishes to pile on. But he seems to think this is a blessing. I mean, what mother wouldn't want her son to be a wild donkey of a man? His hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he will live in hostility toward all his brothers. That would convince me to go back. Hagar must be dealing with severe PTSD because she responds with, "Wow, God really gets me. God's gonna make my child a warring jackass, battling everybody and never knowing one moment of peace. One should be so lucky." So Hagar returns to Abraham and gives him a donkey child. And 13 years later, Sarah gets pregnant, making Hagar and Ishmael irrelevant, and they are quickly discarded. It's a classic love story of rape and slavery and treating your own family as garbage. This was Scriptures with an Atheist.